Ciao a tutti. Welcome to Codemotion Rome 2018. Woo! I'm Chiara, co-founder of Codemotion with Mara, so welcome again, and let's start. Okay. This is my Commodore 64, and it's because of this that my passion for IT was born. With this, I wrote my first lines of code. Who of you started in the same way with the Commodore 64? Yeah? Wow! Many. I was sure of this. The Commodore was the protagonist of an era, influencing the future of many of us. Since then, many things have changed. Above all, internet, from the network to the web, and the calculating capacity that has become accessible. Just think that your smartphone's calculating capacity today is 100,000 times quicker than the computer that sent the Apollo 11 to the moon. In 2011, Mr. Anderson wrote, "Software is eating the world." And the keywords were mobile, social, and collaboration. After 5 years, it turned out to say software is programming the world. And the keywords today are Internet of Things, big data, artificial intelligence, and security. So what will be the next step? According to Wired, AI system will write code for us. But if AI system was invented by us, we are confident that developers will have an even more central role in the future. We are in the digital transformation era. Everything is based on and works thanks to software. So those who create software are the protagonists and have the power and the responsibility to drive innovation. The most successful company today are those that understand the strategic role that developers can play in their success or failure, and not just technology company. Virtually today, every company needs a developer strategy. We at Codemotion have always believed in this, and we want our conference to be a source of inspiration, knowledge sharing, and growth for developers, thanks to the quality of content and the international networking opportunity. Our strengths are definitely quality of content, networking opportunity, but above all, the fact that Codemotion is a community-driven event, a conference organized by developers for developers. Communities are our real beating heart. So I would like a super big round of applause for all the communities that support us and believe in Codemotion like us. Thank you very much, guys. It's our 8th edition here in Rome. I'm so excited. 8th edition are many editions, and I have opened many Codemotion conferences in Italy and abroad, but here in Rome it's always different, always something special. Because of the energy, the atmosphere, and because everything started here. When Mara and I organized our first conference together in 2009 for hobby, for passion. As many of you probably already know, Codemotion was born as an evolution of the Java Day Rome in 2011. These pictures make me relive 8 years of intense challenges, in which we developed not only the conference, but all Codemotion at 360 degrees. Today, we are in 6 countries, organizing all the years many different events for developers. The big conferences, tech events, community events, training courses, hackathons, and webinars. And for the first time, today we are announcing a brand new format, a vertical conference on a specific topic, our first vertical conference. So save the date, next June in Milan, Blockchain and Crypto Values Conf. We are starting from this topic because we believe that blockchain is the things in the developers field today. And only for these 2 days, as you are a Codemotion Rome attendees, we have a 50% discount valid for these 2 days. You are receiving an email this afternoon to have the discount. With Codemotion, we have also founded a tech school for kids, Codemotion Kids, where we teach coding, electronics, and robotics to kids and young from 8 years old. Only last year, more than 48,000 kids attended our labs. We started in two, Mara and I, and now we are growing so much thanks to our super team. I would like, please help me welcome on stage part of the team because the others are working around. Come here with me. Paola, Clyde, Flavia, and a big round of applause for all of them. Fede, Charlie. Woo! As you can see, we are growing a lot. We have not enough space here. Thank you guys. And as we want to grow more, we also have many vacancies. So if you want to be part of our families, come by our desk to have a chat. Okay, and now let's start with the conference. We are around 2,200 with more than 100 speakers from all around the world, 60 exhibitors, and 83 communities. So another big applause. Thank you very much. And we have a super cool agenda. Andrea, can you tell us something about the agenda?
Yes, of course. Chiara, what can I say? This is the best agenda ever, obviously, as usual. The growth of the conference is tangible through the numbers of the proposal that we received, that is growing constantly. This year, this time, we received 686 proposals from speakers who come from 44 different countries. This is a great achievement for us. And so I would like to thank, first of all the people who submitted, and also our program committee. Woo! They worked harder than usual. So, and this applause is also for me, because as you can see, I am in the committee too, so thank you so much. Looking at the agenda, you will find all the hottest topics about the cutting-edge technologies, such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, microservices, blockchain, and game development, just to give an example. And a very interesting and big important part of the agenda is dedicated to our community. So this evening, don't miss the community meetups starting from 6:30. We will host 5 great meetups. And I want to invite you to check the agenda to find all the information about that meetups. So, and don't forget to give us your feedback, because your feedback is vital for us. So please download our mobile app and read the talks. And also you can use the tablets you will find at the end of this session, leaving the room. This is very important for us to improve the conference and the contents. And now, let me say one last thing. You know that in last March we had our general election, and it looks like that the 5 stars movement won 5 stars. It was a coincidence? I don't think. It's a clear message, so please rate our app 5 stars, please. No, jokes apart. Thank you. Jokes apart, we worked a lot on the app. We totally redesigned the UX. We improved the offline experience. So I hope that you enjoy our work and that this will give you a better experience. So that's it, Chiara.
Thank you, Andrea.
The mic goes back to you.
Thank you. I just would like to give you some practical info. This is the map of the venue. We have 9 rooms dedicated to the talks and 2 rooms for the labs. The first one is the NEXI lab in room 9-4 for e-commerce. It's a brief session that you can practice whenever you want during the conference today. And the KRIU lab with the same format, only for today until 3, you can create your smart monitoring solution. And we also have a huge exhibition area, the yellow one, where our sponsors are interested in interacting with you about technologies and job opportunities, and also a showcase area with VR and game dev projects, the green one in the map. And we also have a special contest this year. You can win Codemotion Berlin, tickets for the conference, travel and accommodation. And to participate, you have to download the app, scan your badge, and collect points. To collect points, you can attend the labs or interact with the exhibitors. If you collect 250 points, you can go to the Codemotion desk, you'll receive a gadget, and you will participate to the lottery for Codemotion Berlin. And now, before starting with the keynote speeches, I would like to thank all our sponsors who have made this event possible. So please, a big round of applause for all of them. And a really big thanks to the University of Rome, Roma Tre. We have here with us Professor Paola Steni, the Vice Rector of Education of the university, for supporting us from the very beginning. So thank you, Paolo.
As usual, it's really a pleasure to be here at the opening session. It's probably the 5th or 6th time I'm here.
I think
previously
so.
As head of department, now in my new role, and definitely I want to present you the regards of both the rector of the university, Professor Luca Pietromarchi, to whom I just talked. He's a professor of French literature, but I can guarantee that he's really enthusiastic about this event, because indeed the policy of the university, which this department, the Computer Science and Engineering Group, have always followed, is a policy of being really open to the rest of the world. Chiara was our student. She wrote her thesis with me 14 years ago or so. So we really worked together a lot, and we kept our collaboration for years, and I've always been glad in my 5 years as head of the department. I was always glad to host this event, and as you see, this was not just personal, because the thing has continued now that we have a new director, and it is really a pleasure for all of us to have you here. I was interested in knowing that most of you started with the Commodore 64. Unfortunately, I'm too old for that. I really started with punch cards in the mid-70s, because there was not even the Commodore 64 at the time. But still, I still work with computers, and I like that at all levels, both doing some small things for me, teaching, and using them for managing some important activities in the university. So really enjoy your time. I'm sure that the event will be great as usual. I don't want to take your time, because you are here for the content and not to listen to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paolo. Thank you. Thank you again. Codemotion is a totally inclusive conference. We adopt a code of conduct. You can check it out on our website. And now let's start. We have 8 amazing keynoters. Dirk, from NEXI, Giovanni from Google, Stan from Stripe, Romeo IBM, Douglas from PayPal, Richard from Rod Reading, Amy Atatech, Jeff Lamasoft, and Matteo from Nearsform. So please, a big round of applause for all of them. And now, let's start. Help me welcome on stage Dirk to open the conference for the first keynote. Okay, sorry. Thank you very much.